Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Raha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. It's the brother Isaiah with the Pittsburgh GMS camp, coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Raha Kodash. Lord willing, this is edifying. And I just came across this video here. It's a video from Vice. Okay, it's entitled South Africa's Descent into Chaos. Okay, and if you can see, even before I hit play, if you look in the background here, there's people flooding the streets. All right, and this is a preview of what it will soon look like here in America, Babylon the Great. You know, even I'm not sure what their former currency is there. Okay, but if you look here in the background too, at the gas station, it's at 16.41 a gallon. All right. And it is uproars. It's a lot of stuff going on here. I mean, it's a 12-minute video. You know, I'm tempted through the spirit to just kind of play the video and do a commentary. But I'm gonna let some of it go, and then, you know, I'll go how the spirit leads, and Lord willing, I'll just put the link in the description. Okay, just to not use the whole video. You know what I'm saying? Let me hit play.
In recent weeks, South Africa has seen some of its worst violence since the apartheid era.
Yeah. That they must know that they will shit with us, they get it.
Fueled by inequality, the pandemic, and the arrest of a former president. Protests and looting erupted.
So he said this is fueled by inequality, okay, the pandemic, and the arrest of a former president. All right.
Across the country.
I'm looting because we apply for jobs, they don't give us jobs. We try and go to offices, try to strike, it doesn't even work.
Go to offices to try to strike, it don't work, they don't give them no jobs.
Over 330 people have died across South Africa after a week of violence.
Don't waste your ammo.
In a country where half the population live below the poverty line.
Everything, our whole life, everything is just gone. They've burnt everything.
It's just absolutely devastating. What happens here? How long is this going? Are we going to take to get back onto our feet?
As Durban descended into lawlessness, vigilante groups formed to protect private property.
It's open. That's it. Because we can't live like this. This thing has to end.
Amidst the carnage, the scars of apartheid reappeared. With many left helpless by South Africa's failing.
Look at that, man.
With many
Hold on, let me get a clear picture.
helpless by South Africa.
You know, look at all this stuff that people's looting and taking. Okay, taking and wheeling down the street. So lucky for that. I was trying to get
Africa's
a better
failing
picture,
economy.
I'll just pause it here. You know, people is taking refrigerators. This is like maybe a bed frame. You know, baskets and baskets of stuff. You know, backpacks and full of stuff, and you know, this is a future glimpse into what's going to be in America, Babylon the Great. Okay, it's gonna be pandemonium on the streets. Okay, so to speak. So like, let me disconnect this shit. It's gonna be lawlessness and pandemonium upon the streets of America. Let's get that word, pandemonium. All right. Wild and noisy disorder or confusion, uproar. Okay, uproar. So like you. 2 Ezra 9. Okay. And 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently. So like you. Get this situated here. So like yo. Salakia. Okay, it's the right side. It says, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the science past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, Okay, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. Okay, all right, so that we're seeing uproars of the people. All right, that's what we're seeing now. You see? And, you know, we're seeing these things increase more and more upon the earth, man. And this video is just a glimpse into that, okay?
And corrupt government.
It's not about race or anything. It's not about race. It's not about...
Which, you know, this guy, you know, he's obviously a lost Jake, you know, or whatever he is. It's not about race. It's not about race. Yeah, no, but it does all go back to, okay, a plot against the children of Israel, all right? Let's go to Psalms, which everybody knows this precept. I'm just gonna hit it quick. Psalms 83. Okay, and 1, I'm gonna just get to the point. It says, keep thou not silence, O power, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Most High. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult; they're in an uproar. Okay, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. Okay, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. So at the end of the day, this is all to get the Israelites, the elect thereof, which are the number one threat to this current rulership. They have Salaki, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. Okay. All right, so they're confederate against Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, against his perfect ones, which it tells you in Psalms, I think that's 62. Oh, actually, you know what? It's 64. It's a lot. 64. And, you know, if you read in Psalm 64, it tells you that there's a secret counsel. I'll just start at verse 1. Hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet or sharpen their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him, and fear not. Okay, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? Okay, and this is what they've done. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart, meaning the mind, is deep. And they have devised this thing. You know, there's so many big books that come out, okay, way before any of this came to pass of what we're experiencing right now, that depict scenarios that are happening in this right now. You know, talking about the Wuhan and the so on and the so forth. All right, all these different things came out in books, you know, quote unquote fictional books, way before it came to pass in any capacity. So let's get some more on this.
This is the inside account of a week that brought the Rainbow Nation to its knees.
We are in hell. We must think on how to escape from it.
We're probably gonna skip through this. This is just, they broke into a storage unit and they destroyed it, and the Edomites my personal things got destroyed. But just to show you, they attacked these storage units because they know sometimes there'll be valuable stuff in there, but they ain't even take everything, and they burnt some of the shit that was left. You see, we're gonna skip that though because it ain't as interesting, and that can cut off some of the time of this lesson. If we go straight to, let's go here.
On the 9th.
The day, they're gonna deal with everything that's gonna happen. Stores getting closed, food shortages.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's just people just fucking around.
Let's play a little bit of this.
Across the week, $1.4 billion worth of damage was caused across the country.
Black people own shit here. So why would it be political? No, it's not. It's just people just fucking around.
Well, the thing about it is people are getting fed up, okay? People are getting fed up, and there's going to come a time, even here in America, Babylon the Great. Okay, what does it say? I forget how it goes. Shit, yeah, here we go. 2 Ezra 15 and 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men," meaning uproars against the government, "and invading one another." People are going to invade one another, because once they give up going against the government, the have-nots are going to come against the ones that have. Whether you be so-called black, white, whatever you is. You be an Edomite, okay? You know, Egyptian versus Egyptian, okay? They're gonna go against each other, man. Okay? It says, let's continue. "They shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power." All right, so people is making their own decision. They ain't worried about what the police saying. You know, they mad, they pissed off, and everybody got a hell to pay. Okay, everybody's got hell to pay. And there's some more on this, but let's let it play before we.
Simple as that. Simple as that.
So yeah, this is what we're left with. It's quite devastating.
Now we've got to deal with everything that's gonna happen. Stores getting closed, food shortages. We've been shopping throughout the day. The queue has been long. So
you see that line? That's coming to America. Food shortages.
We've been shopping throughout the day. The queue has.
Look at them lines, man. They showed them
food shortages. We've been shopping.
Look at that line. Remember this when the first shutdown came? Everybody had on masks. You was waiting in the line
throughout the day. The queue has.
Look at that motherfucking line right there. That's a line for your ass. I ain't trying to wait in that line. That's some bullshit.
Has been long.
But you know what? It's coming to America, man. Coming to America. It's coming to America. All right. Thus saith the Lord. Because this place is wicked. And this rulership has to go.
So it's gonna get worse.
Yeah, it's gonna get worse.
On the 9th of July, protests erupted after former President Jacob Zuma was sentenced to jail for refusing to stand trial on corruption charges. The protests descended into days of widespread rioting and looting, with many motivated by hunger and unemployment over politics.
And all they're waiting for is, you see, this is the thing about it. E is a master of causing chaos. You see, if once this type of behavior on a mass scale erupts across America, they'll have a reason to bring the National Guard in. They'll have an excuse to lock people up. They already have the wording up where you can be a medical terrorist and you didn't get inoculated, and so now you got to go to the FEMA camp or whatever type of camp. But let this come into play. Oh yeah, it's gonna be lockdowns all over.
Today, South Africa is witnessing what some of us who have been warning the so-called politicians about the reality that whatever that they are doing to the poor will meet them in the future. About 12.8 million people are unemployed.
12.8 million people unemployed.
During the violence, people lost their lives and their livelihoods. The police struggled to deal with
You see, and the police is pulling them over right here. Let's just see what they're doing.
the scale of the unrest.
It's a checkpoint. They pulling all the shit they stole out their car. Look at it. Give me the rice that you stole. Give me all that shit.
I left my kids for this nonsense. Look.
Durban residents like trauma doctor Kevin
And you know, them people right there with them little guns won't be able to stop nothing, man. They gonna have to bring the troops in America with the amount of guns people got, man. These people gonna be shooting back. You see, then you got this neighborhood with their little tank or whatever where they be monitoring. Then you got these guys here, because I watched it. You know, these are business owners, okay, that are teamed up, protecting their stores. You know, they banded together with their guns to protect their stores.
I need to know.
See, they ready. These Edomites out here in South Africa, they ready. And them Edomites here in America is ready.
A show of hands. Who's carrying? Who's carrying? How many oaks you got this carrying?
That's how many people got guns. Who's carrying? Let's see. Skip between this. And you kind of hear the sentiments of these people as you go through it.
People on that side too.
You're not here to pick a fight. You have to stop that.
President Ramaphosa urged citizens to return to their homes, but many refused.
But if they come here,
but if they're coming at
that's
us,
not antagonizing. That's
we're gonna take it. We're gonna meet
across
them.
this line. This is our
That's it.
fucking
We're gonna
stop
meet
them
them.
right here.
We
What the
stop-
fuck are you doing this side? You go that
Disappear.
side. That's looting. That's for free. Go there.
You see, and you hear the anger, you know. What the fuck are you doing on this side? Go on that side. That's y'all side. Go over there and loot. Don't come over here. All right. Now let's get to the rest of this precept. Okay, let's go ahead and pull out the whole chapter, verse 17. 2 Corinthians 15 and 17 says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. All right, and these type of scenarios that you were seeing playing out there, okay, are gonna come to America. Okay, it's only a matter of time before we see those same type of behaviors here in America, Babylon the Great, man. You know, the lack of bread and all these different things is gonna push people over the edge. Okay, and they won't have no pity on no neighbors. You know, it starts with the stores, and then when there ain't no more stores, and you see they can see their neighbor got something. Well, guess what? He's gonna be a target as well. Okay. So it's only a matter of time before this happens here in America, you know. And I'm sure brothers may want to do a lesson on this or something if somebody sees it, the lesson. So I put a link to it in the description. Okay.
At the moment.
Okay, copy. I'll be monitoring throughout the night. If you get anything, just give me a call. Clock always on standby. Crazy. For the last week. I've been very tired, working around the clock, always on standby, waiting for the next load to hit. Been chasing like crazy. And the devastation caused, I think a lot of shop owners and everything felt the pinch. They got hit the worst. I think a lot of them will not be able to recover from this. And being on high alert for the next.
You see what he's riding in. That's one of them light armor vehicles. All right, be prepared to see a lot of those on the streets of America, Babylon the Great. You know, and what we're seeing is, it's like what we know is that this devil works off of gradualism, and we're seeing the culmination. All right, we're seeing the coming together of all the stuff that we've noticed over the years of different trains that was carrying light armored vehicles and stuff of that nature. Now we're seeing where these things will come into play. Okay, you remember them? I don't know if brother's seen that, but if you've been in the truth or been watching any type of quote unquote truther videos for some time, you would notice that there was a point in time where people was pointing out disposable coffins and light armor vehicles coming through on trains, lines and lines of light armor vehicles. Those things are going to get put to use on the streets of America, Babylon the Great, man, because they preparing for unrest to happen. Okay, they're pushing this thing on a high level, and they know they're going to get some pushback. Okay, but they're prepared, they're ready for the pushback, and they're ready to kill up a lot of people, man.
Wave, as rumors are going around.
By chasing looters and dispersing them with rubber bullets.
Shoot those fuckers!
What we're doing at the moment is...
Then you got these other Edomites, they're shop owners, trying to protect what they stole, and they're out here defending the gas station, trying to keep things in order in their neighborhood. This is what they're doing.
We are trying to assist the community. We're all business owners, and we are helping out where we can.
We're just trying to protect their investment, that's all.
We're one of the first petrol stations.
Look how high this gas is, man. You got 29 liters of gas because it's sold by the liter. That's 488, however much, whatever they units of measure is, man. That's a lot of money for some gas, man. 488 and it's 16. Imagine if gas was $16 a gallon. That would be crazy. But that's also coming to America, Babylon the Great. Hyperinflation, man.
Fueling. All the guys are armed to ensure that our infrastructure doesn't get ruined. We've all sacrificed to ensure that we create unity in our community.
So that's pretty much all, that I'm going to really play on that. I mean, there's a little more, but, that's enough. It's a bunch of, they talking their garbage. So anyway, I just want to go into that, man. These are the times that are coming, times of Jacob trouble is ramping up. This came out on August the 7th, okay, which was about a couple days ago. All right. About 5 days ago. So, it's fairly fresh as far as this video. I'm not sure when all these events happened, but expect to see something similar like this on the streets of America, Babylon the Great, before you know it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the lesson there, man. Times is hey, shit is getting straighter and straighter. Matter of fact, let's get that precept, okay? I know that's in chapter 9. Okay, Salaki, let me. Should be in here, but let me hit find on page. All right. Probably type in straight. Oh, it's in 7. It's a lot. Second is just 7 and 17 says, Then answered I and said, O Lord, that bearest rule, thou hast ordained in thy law that the righteous should inherit these things, but that the godly should perish. Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things and hope for wide. For they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things and yet shall not see the wide. And I saw a video basically going into this. They got a no-go zone is what they call it, a zone where it's recommended that you do not travel in there. All right. In South Africa. And it's nothing but, killers and drug dealers and niggas up in there and so on and so forth. And they may maintain some type of level of whatever the case may be for a while, but you know what I'm saying? Imagine having those niggas like that out there. Not only will they be contributing to the wickedness, but shit's gotta probably get tough for them a little bit too. You know what I'm saying? Or at least for those everyday other average wicked jakes out there. Okay, they're gonna suffer these straight things. All right, them niggas might be okay for a minute because they already ganged up killing folks and whatever they doing. All right, but for your average wicked jake, they're gonna suffer the straight things. They're not gonna see the wide. Okay, it's gonna be destroyed or whatever happens until the 2/3 is destroyed here in America and the elect is saved. Then they'll be gathered up and judged. According to Yahweh Shem Yahushua see fit. So anyway, there's a reward for suffering through these things, man, because we hoping for the future, the kingdom. You know, here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. So Salakia, you know, if I was rambling towards the end, but I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. With that, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. With that, I'm gonna say Shalom, Wa'abal, Shalom. All right, Wabarakatam to the hopefully elect. Shalom.